Alright everyone, welcome to the first episode of MCP Time Machine. It's a series where I go back to crucial moments in a game that I've played, where I lost, and I examine what other courses of action I could have taken that would have given me a higher percentage chance to have won the game. So what I want to do here is examine this board state from a recent loss in the lunch meet, where I was playing Kingpin CS into Portal Defenders, and then I want to pause, let you take a look at the board state and think about what you would have done differently. Then I'll examine the board state and you can comment down below with what I might have missed. Okay, so we have Kingpin, who has just played all according to plan. Lizard is holding a scroll. It's not showing on my screen. There we go. He's holding a scroll. What I did was I moved Lizard down here to keep that VP safe from Namor. And my plan was score that one, and then, Bill survives, or Bullseye survives, whatever. I score my two VPs, and I win 16 to whatever. There's 8 VPs available in the game right now, so if he scores 7, he can win. I just need to score 2 to ensure that he can't win, because if he scores 6, he'll go to 15. I've got Bill over here holding a scroll, 4 power, 1 damage, next to a powered-up Ghost Rider. There's the pentagram here, a pentagram here. We've got Namor, who's just flipped with 8 power. We've got Black Cat sitting on 0 power with 4 damage. Gwenum sitting here with a scroll. Kingpin on no power, and he's been flipped. So he's not going to count as 2, neither would Lizard. Not that I want Lizard anywhere near the fight. So instead of going back here with Lizard, I went back there with Lizard. Namor kills Bullseye. Later on, Ghost Rider nukes Bill using a spender. I just totally forgot about that aspect of Ghost Rider. And then Kingpin's unable to punch through damage on Gwenum. Gwenum goes and will throw my Black Cat off this back point. So I score just, I think I scored 0 this round, or maybe 1 from Lizard to go to 15. And he ends up scoring 7 to go to 16. So instead of moving my Lizard back here with my first activation after all according to plan, and in hindsight, I maybe didn't even need to all according to plan. I still think it might have been the right call. Even though I lost a lot of power, I did gain the initiative. Going last would have been helpful because Kingpin could have thrown or maybe pushed someone off a point to score there, or Bill maybe goes last. But I think if he goes first, maybe he kills Namor, Lizard first. But I think his first activation of Ghost Rider killing Bill makes a lot of sense. So I would pause the video now, and looking at this board state, think of what other options I had, and we'll see if those are the same lines that I sort of came to. And let me pull up something. Okay. So instead, what I think I should have done was I think I should have gone first with Bill and spent my 3 power to throw Ghost Rider. We're going to throw him. Numpad, come on. We're going to throw him this way, just to be slightly out of position. And then we're just going to double move Bill. There, and then he just makes it to here. And he'd be done. Now, the reason I want to do that is to make him, if he wants to get to Bill and double tap, he's got to spend 3 for Hell on Wheels, which I believe is a 3-cost superpower. God, I hate when this happens. Yeah, 3-cost superpower. So if he wants to chase down Bill, who's the only person that can go stop him from scoring the 2 VPs, Bill being healthy means I guarantee to score this point by standing on it. And then, of course, I've got the scroll, so I'm going to go to 16 and win. If he spends to move long, he now doesn't have the power to spender. And even if he did spender, he's only, adding 1 die to the attack roll because I only have 1 power. So what he's going to do is he's going to attack with 6 into Bill. I believe Bill is hexed in this situation. I should have put the hex token on him. Bill is hexed here. So I'm not going to count my crits, but even still, for him to double tap, he has to do... he's got like a 25-ish or 30% chance to push through the damage he needs to make his spender really relevant here. So if he does, what, 3 damage to Bill who can reduce, and rolling 3 defensive dice, or 4 defensive dice, rather, it's not likely that Ghost Rider is going to get the 3 damage he needs to get up to his spender, and then be able to nuke Bill. The game kind of ends right here if he's able to do it. Now, he can still do it. There's still like a decent enough percentage chance that he does that, but it's a higher percentage play than me starting with Lizard and leaving Bill here, where Ghost Rider's already on 5 power and gets to Spender, which reduces Bill to 0 power, and then attack with his Builder, taking Bill off the board. So this already is a much better start. I'll leave Ghost Rider there. I don't know if that's going to be his first activation. I would assume it would be, because that kind of changes things. Maybe it wouldn't be his first activation. I don't know. The Nightmare scenario, the worst case is like he goes first with Namor. He charges and kills Lizard. What actually happened was he charged and did the Spender, which into my Bullseye, which he actually can't do. I didn't realize that. It was his first game playing Namor, my second game ever playing against him at the time. He was brand new, so I just didn't realize he couldn't do that. Anyway, so he spenders. Let's say he charges here, kills Lizard, which is super likely. Then, he maybe he moves forward or whatever. He should be, yeah, he's in 2 of Bullseye. So let's say then he attacks Bullseye. Maybe he spenders him, whatever. He does some damage to Bullseye, and let's say he KOs Bullseye. Not super likely. I think it was like a 30% chance on 6 dice reroll 1 for him to do that. But let's just say he gets the 30% chance. If he doesn't get that, Bullseye just shoots, goes away, waits to the end of the round, and walks to the point to score a point there for sure. But let's say we get the worst case scenario. He does that damage, follows up by doing whatever the 800 rules on his card are to end up in that position. That's worst case scenario. He gets the scroll from Bullseye, or Lizard rather. He gets the scroll. I don't know if that's his card. It doesn't actually matter. He gets the scroll, and he's sitting on this back point scoring 2. That's the worst case scenario. It's not the most likely thing that could happen, but it's not that unlikely, right? 30% chance here. But I like creating a scenario where we need multiple rolls to go his way that are hovering around 30% in his favor, where I've got a 2/3 chance on both of these sides to score those VPs. So let's say that happens. Again, the Ghost Rider play, maybe that goes later in the round, I don't know. But then I have choices with Black Cat. I could move Black Cat down here, and then if Bullseye had survived, he could have moved over there to score that point, and Cat comes down there. I don't love that play. I would rather move Cat over here. The chances of Wong doing 1 damage into Cat is a coin flip, 50-50. And I don't hate that. I'm okay doing that with Wong there. So he goes there. If I leave Black Cat down here, Gwenom can move, attack into Cat, 5 dice. It's not unlikely that she does 1 damage to Black Cat, and then with her, after the attack is resolved, she can move here. I don't know if she had any power. She might have had power. I don't think she was at 0 power, actually. I should double check that. Hold on. Yeah, I just checked. She has 3 power. So she moves down here. She kills Black Cat, moves back to the point, and then has the power to throw Kingpin off. That's if Gwenom he would hold Gwenom for last activation, I would assume, if I moved Cat down there. So instead, if this 50-50 fails, Gwenom has to go back here, maybe, and throw Cat off, something like that. And then Kingpin just takes this point. And that's, of course, if like Bullseye survives Namor. So there was starting with Bill throwing Ghost Rider off the point doesn't win me the game, but it creates a series of dice rolls that at worst is 50-50 for me, and at best is like a 65 to 70% chance in my favor. So what I think I should have done was start with Bill, throw Ghost Rider, and move back, and just chance whatever happens on that side. And then I still have opportunities for Cat and Bullseye to survive these points if either one of them lives, it creates a problem for Gwenum, potentially. I don't want the game to go another round because if it does, I think he just wins by killing me. I mean, maybe Bill is able to wake up and get Ghost Rider, but he would flip him, so that would deny an activation. Lizard would be gone. So I think the best course of action was throwing with Bill and then taking those various die rolls and hoping they worked out in my favor. Again, it doesn't win me the game. There's mistakes earlier in the game, I'm sure of it, but ultimately this round is the one where it all fell apart. And I think choosing my activation order differently potentially helps me win the game here. So let me know down below if you think I missed something or you think there was another activation I should have started with, etc., etc. All right.